Hey, y'all. Good morning. So it is Saturday. I, of course, am up early on Saturday as usual because apparently I don't get to sleep in because my son has jujitsu Saturday mornings. But on top of that, I had to run around to go pick up like canned goods and stuff like that from the food drive. From the various gyms. But with that said, I've been just riding around and I don't know why, but today in my head, it's just a couple of things that kind of triggered this thought. And it is around men and women relationships, so to speak. But not in a intimate sense all the time or sexually intimate sense. It's all types of men and women relationships. And this is like relating to me personally as well as just other people that I know. And I don't mean sound all stressed out and stuff, y'all. I'm just having a really stressful day. So this talk is not really, that's not the stress in my voice. It's just got a lot on my plate right now. But in this discussion, I just wanted to talk about the importance of like apologizing, and not just apologizing with like, oh, my bad, or oh, I'm sorry, but apologizing in detail. Oftentimes, especially with men, and I'm only going to speak from a woman's perspective, or what a woman needs. So, sometimes men, and this could be a father, a boyfriend, a baby father, or co-parenter, or sperm donor, whatever you want to call this particular person, a son, just a male companion, male friend, whatever. Like, men are different from women. The way we apologize is different too. So like oftentimes, like a man, he may give you a gift, or he may give you a hug, or he may do something to apologize. And one thing I really want to credit, like my son is very good at this, where he will apologize. And I think because we started really young, like, well, what are you apologizing for? And so he'll come back when he does something wrong. He'll say, Mom, I'm really sorry for the way I behaved during that conversation. It wasn't appropriate and it wasn't fair to you. And I say that to say, I think all men should learn how to apologize that way, and women. If you're not doing that already, I think women, we're typically very detailed, so we tend to do that. But men, it's very important that when you apologize to a woman, or a girl, or a female in general, that you say, hey, I apologize for XYZ. And then, like, don't just leave it with standing or like blank, because what happens is that stuff can linger for a lifetime and it becomes a trauma to someone. So it's important that the relationships that a woman goes through in life, kind of almost like, we're lovers, we're nurturers, that's in our DNA. So the relationships that we have really form who we are as a person. And so with that said, as much as people don't want to say relationships matter drastically. And some people, I know for me, relationships matter heavily. Every part of my life can be perfect, but if my relationship isn't right, my life still wouldn't feel like right. You know what I mean? To some extent. It's because relationships matter. Like, a part of us being human beings is the connections in which we make with other people. And for a female, like, our lessons learned on how to be in a relationship is from our relationships with our fathers, our relationships with the male figures around us, our brothers, etc. And so having the ability to lead, a lot of men want to be leaders and so forth. Having the ability to lead starts with the way in which you treat the people that you lead, right? So if you have a woman and you've done something that hurt her, it may not have even been intentional. And because it's not intentional, sometimes a lot of people feel like, well, I don't need to apologize because I didn't mean to hurt her. She just interpreted it that way. Sometimes an apology can go a long way. And it's really like, what's really lost by apologizing, right? And I say can go a long way because what happens when things are not apologized for, it causes drama between people. It causes life trauma for the person who's been hurt. And I say females, but this can happen to men as well. So it's important that we say, hey, John, I apologize for saying those particular words to you, because while I meant my overall meaning, I may have meant like, hey, I'm done with you, but I didn't have to say it that way because that was harsh and inconsiderate of you as a human being. An apology like that goes a longer way than, oh, my bad, John, or you know what, John, I meant what I said, so I don't need to apologize about it. Yeah, you can mean what you say, but there's always a way in which you can say it as well. So I just say that to say, be conscious of those things. And I'm guilty of that too, because I am a firecracker. When you get on my bad side, I just shoot out and I just say it. And I'm trying to do better at that. So I do find myself going back and apologizing for my approach, or apologizing for something that I said. But man, the relationship that you build with a woman will dictate so much in her life going forward. So I encourage you all to, if you have broken relationships with a child or with a spouse or a co-parenter or anything of the sort, I highly encourage you to mend it, because that trauma doesn't go away just because you all are okay and you're in each other's face and everything seems good in person. It doesn't go away. That trauma stays inside of that person. And what did Maya Angelou say? A person may not remember what you do, but they'll definitely remember, or what you do, what you say, but they'll remember how you made them feel. That is true. So I say be conscious about that type of stuff, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for us to not get it perfect, not get it right, and hurt people sometimes in the process. That happens. That's not okay to hurt people, but it happens. And because of that, I just really encourage us all to just seek a better way to apologize, and to remember that just because time has passed does not mean that things always heal. Sometimes they just become covered, and it's important that we take out the time to apologize and state why we are apologizing, because apology means nothing but words until it has a significant meaning behind it. So that is my share of today. That's all I got for y'all. Remember to continue being a positive impact on the world. Continue to be a positive influence to others around you. And continue to keep positive energy around you. All right, y'all. Take care.